Good evening, beautiful, sacred family of light and love. So much love to each of you and welcoming all of you to this week 40th of our sacred, beautiful meditation for holding the vibration of divine love for Gaia and humanity for the 40th week in 2020.
Welcome to all of you beautiful divine hearts. We're so grateful that you're here on this eve of the 9/9 gateway. We cannot be more excited to launch this beautiful meditation, our 40th, on this powerful day in this beautiful time of transformation, and just could not be more grateful and thankful that you guys are all showing up, in which we kindly ask you just to write down in the comment sections where you are coming in from and sharing all your beautiful, wonderful experiences through your meditation tonight.
We're very excited. We have our sacred sister Caitlin here with us this evening in person. It's always wonderful when we join together in person as well as virtually as the fields magnify. So tonight is an extra special time that we're gathering. This 40, usually 40 days, a lot of magic happens. From the illumination of Buddha, from the sacred illumination of the Christ energy. Now we have 40 weeks. In 2020, we have gathered week after week after week, and the energy builds. When we come in this portal, it keeps expanding, and it couldn't be more perfect for it to fall in the month of September, which is a completion cycle. It's a huge completion cycle within this decade that we are wrapping up within this first year as we go into the gateway tomorrow in the double 9/9, completing cycles and cycles within the sacred divine feminine template, also the sacred divine masculine template, so that we can move into the unity Christ consciousness. And we are very honored and excited to have the Unity Christ Consciousness grid. This is the grid that we are working with in anchoring the light into Gaia, Gaia's crystalline diamond core. And wherever you're positioned, we are pulling in this frequency streaming through us into the corridor of Gaia's crystalline diamond heart and bringing the highest illumination of light, especially right now, as we go into the next, as we go towards the fall equinox into the next 3 months. So I'm just so honored tonight, and thank you so much for those of you who are new, for those of you who have joined us. We are going to have a very powerful, specific invocation based on the mighty I Am presence and the Ascension flame this evening. And from here, we're going to go ahead and before we do that, we're going to go ahead and release what we want to release that does not serve us, is not going to be part of the streaming line. And then we're going to build the energy. Go ahead and call the prayers in and start building the energy in our heart and expanding it out into our physical, emotional, mental, etheric, and spiritual body. So we are inside our own Unity Christ Consciousness grid, this dazzling golden light, and connecting to source light, connecting to the heart of Gaia. And from there, being the most perfect divine instrument of pure golden divine light. So the frequency can stream through us to go anywhere on Gaia that is required this evening. So I'm very grateful to you. Please stay in your heart and let us pull this frequency together as it is needed.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful night. And like Honey said, if we can all really take this time to honor thyself in that love and really blast it out into this beautiful, sacred day.
So as the beautiful team of 1,000 angels that we each have provided us, they've provided us with this incredible golden drape where we can first let go what's sitting in our field that does not serve us this evening, and we can really release it so they can take it out of our field and our field becomes much lighter. So let us release whatever it is personally, collectively that we like to place in here. And it's very important to say it out loud. Michael, what would you like to release into the golden drip today?
It's a reoccurring theme, but I'll be honest, I've noticed my frustration and anger just toward the masks and the limitation of our breath and our freedom of expression. I've noticed it's been building and building, and I just want to let go of all my frustration, anger, and just what I feel is a dishonesty to our sovereignness.
Okay, so you like to place that and
Yes.
let it go. Thank you so much for that. Tonight, I would like to release the sadness I feel for humanity's separation from divinity, which does not allow them to be their own divine sovereign being, and they are just very easily manipulated, controlled, dominated without them knowing. So I like to release the sadness I feel in my heart and place it into the drip so the team of angels can take them from me. Thank you so much. Caitlin, what would you like to release?
And for me, I would like to release the feeling of not being worthy and the feeling of being authentic, but hiding that because you're trying to adapt out of the fear of judgment. So feeling unworthy and fear of judgment.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to welcome you to please voice this out loud into this golden sacred drip as we wait for you for a few seconds. Thank you, team of angels, for transmuting this lower vibrational density out of our fields this evening and opening our field for even higher divine light. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we will now move into this invocation that Michael is bringing forth for tonight's specific gathering. So we welcome you to please just close your eyes and stay in your heart.
I'm going to read this beautiful decree in the last paragraph, which I will initiate for you to repeat. But for the first three, just please listen from your wholeheartedness. The decree for Earth and her nations. In the full power and authority of my God presence, I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to invoke into the physical plane of Earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their beings and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Repeating after me. Let the will of God be manifest in.
Let the will of God be manifested
Through and around all the governments of the world now and forever.
through and around all the governments of the world through now and forever.
Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine.
Let the victorious illumine light of God.
Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine.
Let the victorious
light
light
of God illumine.
And lead the way for every soul evolving on the planet.
And lead
the way of every soul evolving on the planet.
We consciously accept this manifest now in full power.
We
Consciously accept this full manifest in power.
Michael, you have to send the paragraph yourself.
Sorry. These guys are so cute. They're so
I'm
cute.
so excited.
It feels like when I try to repeat.
Go ahead.
I'm going to just say this
Okay,
out loud.
go.
Everyone listen
You
to
say
the
the last.
Thank you. This is the giggles before the mistake. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine and lead the way for every soul evolving everywhere on the planet. We consciously accept this manifest now in full power according to God's holy will and purposes. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am.
Beloved, I am. Let us call in the prayers for this evening, placing your hands and your heart. Dear source light of all illumination, we come before your presence in this now as we call in our mighty I am presence and our holy Christ itself to merge with our human self in this now, in this perfect divine alignment. As we allow our holy temple to be made and utilized in the highest vibration of light in this now. Allow it to be the streaming flow in which the light of divine that never fails streams through us all the way down to Gaia, to Gaia's crystalline diamond heart, in this unity of oneness, in the unity Christ consciousness. We ask this blessed evening to fully be supported by the highest cosmic Christ light of love. We ask for the golden sacred pyramid of light to be placed upon each of us so only the highest supreme light of love may interact with us. Anything less than the perfection of divine's diamond heart may not interact with this sacred space and this call. As we welcome the power of our divine love, the power of our divine truth, be fully supported by the team of the hierarchy of light. As we call in Divine Mother, Divine Father, we call in the Galactic Federation of Light, we call in the Intergalactic Councils of Light, we call in our star brothers and sisters of the highest light, we call in Ashtar Command of the highest light, we call in the great white-winged ones of the highest light. We call in the ascended masters of the highest light, as we call in the celestial angelic team of the highest light and the mighty archangels to support all of us. We call in the etheric crystal beings of the highest light, as we call in divine gods and goddesses of the highest light. We call in our ancestors of the highest light to fully support us, as we call in our spirit animal guardians to also support us. We call in the rock beings of the highest light to support us, as we call in the crystal beings of the highest light to support us. We call in the elemental kingdom and queendom to support us, as we call in the furry ones, the feather ones, the two-legged and the four-legged ones. We call in the beautiful hollow earth, as we call it the ancient Atlantean part of ourselves and the ancient Lemurian to also merge with us. We call in the cities of light to also be here with us as we call in Gaia's crystalline, diamond, golden, rose, and heart to fully be with us. We call in direction of the east, the south, the west, and the north. We call in the element of fire, earth, water, and air. We call in mighty eagle, mother serpent, sister jaguar, and hummingbird as we call in the inner child, teenager, and adult, and elderly to also be with us. We call in all the dragon team of light to be with us and the golden Christ dragons to be with us. Together, as well as the ancient order of the white Pegasus and the white unicorns to be with us this evening. We ask the highest light to support this call as we now also welcome the beautiful crystalline diamond of our hearts, the crystalline diamond of our outer bodies to be called in. Welcoming all of you, take a deep in breath in and release. And again, and release from your heart. And one more time, deepen your breath in and release. I ask you to please draw your attention to the center of your beautiful heart, center of your heart chakra. Draw all the attention right here and tune into that beautiful sacred breath, to the life force that is through that Holy Spirit breath that breathes through you. Breathe it in all the way into you and breathe it all the way out through your mouth. And again, in breath, coming all the way to the center of your heart. And breathe it out, let it go more. And again, deepen your breath. Coming even deeper, right in the center of your heart. And allow yourself to connect with your holy, beautiful inner drum sound of your heartbeat. Feeling the pulsing vibration of your heartbeat. Tune into the cosmic intelligence of this sacred rhythmic heartbeat, which is the original sound of your creation, that has the same pulse in all intelligence of light, that pulses the same synchronized heartbeat, that is in all your organs, that is all in the flowers and the trees, that is also in the heart of Gaia that beats. Breathe into that oneness. Breathe and connect even deeper in your out breath. And from there, as you tune in even deeper, connect to that sacred, holy flame of light, which is your Holy Spirit coming through your Christ itself and your mighty I Am presence. From the spark of light that you were created, breathe, ask for that light illumination in its white golden light right in the center of your chest. And breathe in the power of its divine perfection, divine fluidity, divine clarity, divine flow, divine ease, divine peace and divine love, and divine joy and celebration. Fill it up With each breath that you take, let this beautiful, holy, sacred flame, which is your ascension flame, let this ascension flame grow larger and larger as you breathe deeply, consciously into it. And let it rise and rise from inside of you out to cover all your organs, to cover all your bones and muscles, to cover your bloodstream and your lymph nodes, to cover your skin, hair, and nails. Let it go everywhere that this sacred holy flame is needed in your physical temple in this now. Breathe it in even stronger. Feed yourself with this holy, sacred, divine perfection flame that you first need. Breathe it out strongly into your emotional body. Let your emotional body be purified by this ascension golden flame of light. Let it lift and rise you as you take even deeper in breath in. Breathe it out all the way into your mental body. To purify your thought field with this beautiful ascension flame of light, of love. And next in breath, take deeper in breath in and breathe it out all the way into your etheric body. Let the ascension flame of this Holy Spirit flame to illuminate all your bodies as you deeply breathe in again and breathe it all the way into your spiritual body, all the way to about 3 to 6 feet in front of you, behind you, to your sides and above and below. And fill all inside of you with the most beautiful breath of white, sparkling golden light. And visualize your outer field completely inside a dazzling golden ball of light, or a sphere of light, or a golden white pyramid, or even a diamond structure, or a Merkaba, where it is illuminating the highest light of love illumination. Breathe now deep into this space in all of you, and breathe it out through your mouth. And from the center of your sparkling heart, connect from your heart all the way up through your upper chakras, through your crown chakra and soul star chakra, all the way up in your celestial chakra and universal chakra and galactic chakra, all the way to the divine gateway chakra, straight up to source light. Connect to the heart of source light of all illumination. Connect to its crystalline diamond heart. Connect to the center of its mighty I Am presence. Let it flow, the golden crystalline light from the highest divine perfection, source light. And its luminous beauty all the way down, back in this vertical axis into your heart as you are grounded in this dazzling light all around you. As you breathe in into your heart, you surrender into it completely with this sparkling, golden, dazzling crystal light. Let it stream through you, through your body, through your physical template and all your bodies, all the way down through your lower chakras, all the way down through the floor underneath you, moving down through the crystalline corridor in this vertical axis, passing through the rocks and the crystals. As you breathe in even deeper into the bodies of water, into the bodies of water, all the way towards the center of Gaia, to the heart of Gaia, to the crystalline corridor, diamond heart of Gaia, in the center of Blossom Rose. Connect this heavenly realm through your heart in its divine perfection all the way to the heart of Gaia. And stay here for as long as you need first in this vertical axis. Feed all your bodies in this white golden light. Receive from this holy essence first. And when you're ready, place your hands out and let the stream flow through all of you towards Gaia, wherever on earth this supreme divine love is needed in this now, in this unified field. Take a deep in-breath in. Bring your awareness back to this now, to the place that you're in. Deepening your breath, moving your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers, returning back fully to your holy sacred temple in the room that you're in, with so much gratitude to this beautiful white golden light and the ascension flames that have served their purpose this evening. With that beautiful center of your heart, feel into the sound that is vibrating from its core inside the pulse of your heartbeat. And let it very gently vibrate out to seal this blessed frequency tonight. With so much gratitude and love, we give great thanks to the violet transmuting flame for all that has transmuted back into the light in this now. We recognize this has been completed according to divine holy name, and so it is. Welcome back, everyone. So much love to all of you for your beautiful service this evening. And as usual, we go around very briefly sharing what took place. And we ask you to share much more details later in the comments section. Let's briefly go over what was experienced. Caitlin, would you like to start? Or are you just coming in?
In the very beginning, I was in a temple with my dad, and there was a lot of father wound healing. And then I saw Mary Magdalene, and she was taking me through these hallways of different human experiences. She was letting me know that I still had a lot of trauma healing, and she did some work on me. This was a very personal and intimate one. Usually this meditation is very focused on the collective, but this one was really focused really on my ascension journey, which is a part of the collective, but usually it's very grand. And the dragons came through as well. And it seemed like my Octarian family was waiting for me in a ship. They seemed like my family, and they just wanted to do some work on me while they asked me to raise the level of light I was blasting to Earth, because if they did this work on me, I could give more light. It was just so much, so I'll leave it at that.
Thank you so much. And it's important. I know you usually part of you experience so much, and it is exactly when it's also personal, it is part of the collective. So thank you so much for that.
Thank
Let
you.
you hold this while you nice share. So for me tonight, a couple of key points. As we began right away, I saw Divine Mother, Divine Father, the gold, silver, right, pouring in, coming in. And look how beautiful the spider floating in the mid air. You see it?
Yeah.
So beautiful. Anyway, so the gold, silver light were coming in from Divine Mother, Divine Father, and it was sort of like wrapping, and then it came to earth, and it went gold, silver all the way into the grids, but it was coming through all of us, the balance of the sacred divine feminine, sacred divine masculine, all of us on this call, to unifying our field as one. It was so beautiful seeing how strongly that was. And it was the Divine Mother, Divine Father, and I keep hearing the completion. Light has prevailed, light has prevailed. And as I kept hearing light has prevailed, it's a celebration of us. My hands went up, and I felt like the holy grail had opened up, and the stream of the celebration light was coming in, and all of us were just receiving this golden sparkling, like just sparkling light that was, as the sparkles were turning into gold coins and silver coins, and we were like splashing them, because light had prevailed already on earth. Gaia had become, and we had the work was already completed. And I saw, as the silver and gold light from Divine Mother, Divine Father, what was transmuting up through the ascension flame was the greed, the control, the doctrine, the institutions, the governments, all that was less than divine perfection. They were all spiraling up. And it was so beautiful as we were celebrating the ascension, that light prevailed. We welcomed the light. We transmuted our density, ourselves, and we united together as one. Then I saw the incoming of the incoming unto Gaia, the divine principles, the divine governments, the divine laws, the divine virtues, the divine beauty for the new humanity. It was very, very beautiful. Dragons were, the cosmic mother, golden dragon was there again, assisting in transmutation. And then I also saw the diamond of Gaia, radiating that in support of us. And at the towards the very end, it gets hot and cold. Towards the end, Mary Magdalene, in this beautiful, shimmering golden being, appeared in front of me with like a veil on her. That she was all pretty much like luminary, golden, light, and then but I could tell her head thing was more a little bit of reddish, and she put my hands on her palm together, and I hold my hand there, and from here she then showed me something, and she then asked all of us on the call to blast our palms together. So I saw my hands came in, and we were blasting this thing with each other, and it was the recognition of our divine communication that's already been synchronized. We'll never lose connection with each other, no matter what. We are eternally connected in this golden stream. It was very, very beautiful. And of course, a bunch of other things took place, but those were really the key ones tonight.
Thank you, honey. That was extraordinary. Immediately, and it actually started during the when you were going through the not the prayer, but leading us to the very end, I saw this just that very powerful gold and silver light beam of light come straight down through me, and it was one of the most powerful feelings because I just felt completely connected to source, and that light was connected all the way up to source down to Gaia, and I just sat with that because I could feel my body and every cell just radiate with this just divine energy. And as that was moving forward, it was coming up and it's a torch field out to earth. And then all of a sudden I saw myself as this huge like oak golden tree, and that golden tree was in the center of Gaia, and the roots kept going deeper into earth, and the branches kept going up higher and higher and higher. And as that light started to go, it opened up so much of the density and the heaviness around earth. It was like as if the trees and the branches and the leaves were piercing through all of the limitations, and that was all fading away. And as I was sitting there, that opened up this I would just say this portal. Like all of a sudden it took me to where these triangles started to fall down, and they all connected into a portal where I went directly through the portal. And like Caitlin, it was very personal. I walked into it, and then I felt I met source, and just was showered with this just immense love. And it was very multidimensional because one part I was a tree, one part my hands were around the earth with a dodecahedron spinning, and then another part is I was just in this source light, just being filled with light. And then that took me to an image of me of like walking many lifetimes around the earth. And every time I was walking, my footprints were these golden footprints, and it showed me in each continent as I was walking, I would meet people and bow to them. And as we bowed to each other, there was light from each other that expanded outward. And it was as if I was moving in different lifetimes, different continents, activating within the light of the others that were expanding. And as that started to move through, I could see the light of the earth open up larger and larger and larger, almost as like every footprint was connecting to a lifetime that was connecting to all the beings that are here to help Gaia. And as I was doing that, it was wild because all of these shimmering golden stars kept falling through. Like they kept falling to earth. And as they started doing that, once the stars hit, then it opened to me up to a field sitting under the tree now, and then just sitting there pulsating the light out. And as the light was pulsating out, it took me to this image of whatever I was feeling was being manifested instantly. And so there was this view of like the ocean being cleansed, and there was free energy being shown, and there was, all wars were like being disseminated, and contracts of peace were being signed, and there was just lots of hugs, lots of families, lots of smiles. And it took me to the very end where it showed earth of many circles around earth around a fire, and the fire had like almost like this floating diamond above the fire that was shining light out. And it was as if all the fires were this celebration, and it showed people in the circle dancing around the fire as they were celebrating the unity of the golden age that was here. So it was really powerful to watch that, feel that, and just keep this energy that when I met source or felt in source, that the love of what I was and that we are keeps radiating out. So as it's like this, as we're beacons of light, we're just shining this out as it's going around in the celebration of what is here already.
So wonderful.
Yeah, it was pretty trippy tonight, but I really allowed everything to come through, because at one point there were dragons breathing, letting the path, there was triangles, and it was very shamanic, because I could see the multidimensional aspects as if anyone were on journeys. You can see one place, but at the same time other images were opening up. So it was pretty
Thank
amazing.
you so much. And let us just go over what you all experienced this evening, darlings. Thank you so much for all of you. Michael, my glasses are not on. If you would please read a little bit. One of the other things that I want to mention this evening, I saw, my goodness, like let's say, the darker beings,
Mm.
they had left.
Mm.
Like the power of our divine love had helped them. It was almost like it had helped them. They had returned back to their purity. It was so beautiful.
So thank you for joining us, Iowa Sunray. Thank you for joining us from London. I know it's quite late over there
Wow,
right now.
thank you
very
so
much, Iowa.
much.
Very blessed. Lee, what a blessing is to see you. Christina, thank you for
Hi,
being
Lee.
here.
Hi, Christine.
L'Oreal, blessings to you.
Welcome.
Francine, thank you. Valerie, always a blessing to see you. Yay, Kimberly, you guys made it back home.
Yay.
Hillary, so
Hi,
much
Hillary,
love to you
so
and your
much love.
son. Thank you for joining us in these times. Francine, thank you, beloved, awesome golden white light. Beloved light, balanced as one celebration of love and light. Thank you, Francine.
Thank you.
For all those that are listening, if you feel free to write anything that you would like to share from your journey, please write that in the comments in the live chat, because we do share that to everyone.
It's a beautiful blast when it comes through. Thank you.
Hillary, beautiful meditation was given the message that we are all free, and then I saw all of us in celebration of our freedom. We were dancing, singing, laughing, and hugging. I saw very similar to that, Hillary.
So good.
Valerie, I was in ceremony in the Great Pyramid with beings of light and the Great White Brotherhood.
Thank
Beautiful,
you,
amazing
Valerie.
pyramids we got to see in many of our journeys. And obviously, as we always say, everything that happened is meant to happen. What you saw, what you didn't see. There's so many things that happen in our meditation that sometimes the visualizations, they come later, they come in dreams, or they're just in energies that we are at in our own consciousness. So
I really felt tonight, something monumentally, like again, globally, we can feel it for tomorrow's 9/9 gateway. I feel like tonight I felt the most amount of peace, like real divine peace I have felt in this 40 weeks. Tonight I felt like, wow, there is nothing to worry. Tonight I can actually say I really felt it. Like this 9/9 tomorrow, there was such an assurance that light has prevailed, that we've made it through. And I feel that's what we're celebrating tomorrow. We're going into completion, that if we made it till this point and we made it with love, we made it. I could, like, it was so beautiful, that confirmation. If any of you resonate, please do let me know.
Maria Gonzalez, hi, I'm
Maria.
tuning in from Chico, California.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
place. I
Thank
started
you.
listening right when you were sharing about your meditation journey, honey. Thank you, Maria.
You can listen to,
feel
you
free to
can
go
do
back
the
and do the whole meditation from the beginning, but thank you for joining.
And share your experience.
Iowa, thank you so much. Amazing to be here with you, Ari, the 9th
so
here. Yes,
much love.
it's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
You actually, Iowa,
You brought the 9 in London.
because
Thank
you
you
were in
so
you were in the
much.
portal already when this started. So
Wow.
thank you for being here.
And we're almost about to be 9 p.m. here. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for being here. Loretta, it was really amazing. I felt completely full right away. So much movement, so much happening. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Very divine, very beautiful. And thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for being here and just allowing your hearts to continually send this love. Honey and I, we do this every Tuesday, but obviously you can do this every morning, any afternoon, any evening, just connecting into the source of your light of love and blasting it out is what is just an easy opportunity for all of us to do daily, if not weekly. You know, we can always add that light in any moment. So feel free to take this, share it in however creation you want to. Obviously, when we come as a group in a gathering, it does emit a very strong frequency, and we could not be more grateful.
And you know what? It's something that I feel is very important. Some of you that are just coming in, Maria, thank you so much for you just joining in. For those of you who have been joining in week after week, there is a momentum together For those of you who are commenting, for those of you that are just watching, participating, it doesn't matter. There's a momentum that we're building and building and building and building with our life. It's amazing, this 40th week. 40 weeks we have gathered with the power of our love, with the power of our divine love, just showing up, letting our instrument, letting our bodies be utilized for the streaming light and coming for it to be anchored into Gaia. And all of us are positioned different parts of Earth. What a celebration that is, just to take notice, to that this light is coming. We are part of the grid that's already been created. That grid is within all of our bodies, and then we're voicing the power of this luminous, right, radiance, because we are the emissaries of light. We are the ambassadors of light. We are the diplomacies of light from the higher plane that incarnated. So our job is just one, to show up in these and unify our fields together as one. And I feel tonight was so. Michael and I were supposed to be away, and we canceled it because the place we're supposed to be didn't quite have good internet. I said, Michael, we can't, because tonight is a very special night, and I'm glad I listened to my instinct, because this 40th, if we went through 40 weeks, we really made it. I mean, really. And I feel I like to congratulate all of us that journeyed together, that showed up together. And may you go into 9-9 tomorrow. See, there are 9 people right now here. May you go into 9-9, welcoming that in which you have completed, that which we started from the first week of January, journeying together, and here we are. Like, I feel like, can we all just give ourselves a nice, beautiful, cosmic Christ hug of gratitude? Really, gratitude for showing up, gratitude for having the courage, gratitude for welcoming the voice to stand behind the experience.
Yeah.
Gratitude for each other.
Yes.
Gratitude for each other. Yeah, gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Drink lots
So
of
much
fluids
love.
tonight. Allow yourself to rest easy and be very grateful that we are all on the other side. No matter what it looks like outside, in the inside, we know that we are this light of love that is here to shine beyond the highest imagination that we can ever possibly create.
May we take this into our tomorrow and into the next couple of months. And no matter what happens with YouTube, Facebook, all the changes, Instagram, this is what I was looking for. That feeling that no matter what, the way Mary Magdalene put the palms together, like, here we are. We are connected, and we know that, but that I wanted that feeling. And I feel I now go to bed with this, take this peace with me. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much. If this video supported you, please share it with others. Show up next week. Each of you bring 3 people to join it. Let's blast this even more. Let's help people take their worries and give it away and be filled with light of love instead. We will see you next week, Tuesday, same time. Thank you again.
Happy 9-9.
Happy 9-9 Gateway to all of you. Enjoy your magnificence.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.